Hello everyone, it has been a while since I've made a DVD collection update. I'm going to say this is just my March DVD collection update because I didn't really get that many in February enough to say they're separate. So this is going to be my March DVD collection update. Hopefully the last update until I show you my entire collection. So yeah. I have 14 pickups this month, all movies, no television shows. But first I want to show you just 2 K-pop albums I got this month. There's far more. I got way more than 2, but I also got one when I was in Chicago to see EXO. So they're not all of them in here, but these are just 2 that I just got yesterday and I'm just really happy that I got. And the first one is EXO's Exodus, the Chinese version, Baekhyun's version. I'm EXO trash and proud. But yeah, Baekhyun is my second favorite in EXO. I already have the Korean version. That was my very first K-pop album, and of course it's the Suho version. So I just was like, I really want the Chinese version. And although he's not an XOM, he is fucking beautiful. So I got a whole photo book of his beautiful, beautiful face. Oh yes, he is beautiful. And then I also have EXO's Sing For You, their most recent album, their winter special album. Yeah, this is Sehun's version. He's my 3rd favorite, and so I was like, and he's also the astronaut in the Sing For You video. So, and this photo book has all of them in there, not just Sehun. And I'll show you all the photo cards and all that once I do my entire collection overview. However, the person who sold me these 2 albums, they put in the Love Me Right, like photo, like some sort of versions of the photo card. It's not the same exact normal one, but I really think it's super cool and I kind of wish I had the other ones. So here's Baekhyun's and Sehun's from Love Me Right, which he is looking hella good. So I think that was really awesome. I wish I really had Chanyeol's because I really love his look in the Love Me Right era. So, okay. Now we're going to move on to the movies, if anyone cares for K-pop. That was that. So let's move on to the first one. I don't remember the order of when I got them this past month, so I'm just going to go in alphabetical order like I've been doing for a while now. The first one is the Back to the Future trilogy. This is on DVD. This is the 30th anniversary edition from last year. Yeah, I really like Back to the Future. I mean, even the 3rd one was okay, so I really just wanted them all in one rather than get them separately. Just easier, and this is really a nice price for 3 movies in one. So one day I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. So I did. The next one is Big Hero 6. I really like this movie. It hits you right in the feels, doesn't it? I have not opened it since, but I have seen it obviously, but I just got it in the mail. So, but yeah, I love this movie and I really wanted to own it. So I'm glad I finally did. And I can't wait to rewatch it. The next is The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I mainly got this movie because it is a David Fincher film and I really want to kind of get most of his movies because he's one of my favorite directors. I also really love Cate Blanchett, and this is just a weird, interesting movie, and I don't know, it was really cheap on Amazon at the time, so I bought it for many reasons. The next one is one of the oldest movies I own, and it's also a silent film, and I really wanted to get more into silent film, and and also the American Film Institute Top 100 silent films because, you know, that's just something I like to do, and I like to watch those movies from that list, and it's going to be updated next year, so I kind of gotta hurry up. So, without further ado, I have Buster Keaton's The General. It says on here it's to 1926, but on the back it says 27, and I've always thought it was 1927, so I don't know what the hell's up with that. I just found this randomly on eBay for like new or something, and it was like only a couple dollars, and it came like super quick. So I was like, whatever, I'm probably never gonna find this movie very cheap anytime soon. But yeah, Buster Keaton is like one of the, you know, the most famous silent era actors, so silent film actors. So I really wanted to own this in my collection because it's a different, unique movie that I really liked. So there that. The next one is a movie that got a lot of criticisms because it was based on, you know, one of the most classic English literature, I don't know what you even call it, books, fiction books of all time, and that is The Giver. I like The Giver, and many people that I work with at the bookstore also really like it too. Like every one of us, all of us girls have this freaking movie that we put and bought it from there. Like, I liked it. And Cameron Monaghan from Shameless is in there, so that's the main reason why I heard about this movie. But I really liked it. I didn't remember much of when I read the book back in like middle school, so I wasn't like, you know, gung-ho about trying to stick to the book, you know. So for me, as seeing from that perspective, I actually really kind of liked it. So no hate here. The next one is Gravity. I haven't opened this one yet, but I got it on Amazon. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty cheap and I liked it, and space movies always like creep me out because it's like she's all alone in space and it's freaking freaky, and I don't know. You know, it was a hit from a couple years ago and I want to rewatch it again. So there's that. The next one is a movie I've wanted to own for a while, but I was like, I'm not paying this much for a movie that I've seen way cheaper, and finally found it for like $3 something or whatever on Amazon, and that is Grease, you know, classic musical. I actually liked Grease live too. Am I like one of the only ones? I really liked it. Yeah, so Grease. And Hopelessly Devoted to You is seriously one of my favorite songs from a musical. Oh, I love it. The next movie I have is Guardians of the Galaxy. I saw this in theaters back in, what was it, 2014, was it? I think so. It's been a while, and I've not watched it since. So I was like, wow, I don't own this movie one day. And so I was like, I'm gonna find it. And I bought it because it was like a pretty good price for, you know, a Marvel film. So got that. And it's just a weird array of things, like so many random things coming together, and it just works so well and it's so good, and I love it so much. The next is Harold and Maude, the Criterion Collection. I don't know if it was a couple months ago when I was going to buy some stuff on Amazon. And if you're not a Prime member, you know, you have to spend $35. Now it's $49 for free shipping. Bullshit. So at the time I was holding off of getting this one because it was like $15 at the time. So I waited, and then unfortunately the price kept going up and I never could find it for lower than that. And so I finally found it on eBay or Amazon or something for like new. It does have a little bit of like missing piece here and whatever, but I really wanted the Criterion Collection rather than the regular DVD version because this cover is awesome. I love Criterion Collection mainly because of the cool artwork you get on the discs and in this little booklet thing, and a lot of Wes Anderson movies are similar to that, and I just freaking love it. It's not my favorite movie. I think it's a really awesome weird cult classic, but I mean, I don't know, I just really wanted it because of the Criterion. I knew it was going to be awesome, and I just really wanted it in my collection. The next film was actually a blind buy. I ended up watching it maybe only like a couple days after that because I really wanted to see it and I didn't have time and I didn't get a chance to see it in the theaters, and that is, I've heard so many amazing things about it, and that is The Martian, which ended up being really good. Not as good as I thought it was going to be, but it was actually still very good. It was nothing like I kind of expected it to be once it got towards like the middle of the film, but I really liked it. Like I said, space films creep me out, but I can't stop watching them. They're just so intriguing, and that the fact that he was literally the first dude on Mars and to like live on Mars is just freaking awesome. So I love it, and I think this is Ridley Scott, yes, so you know, even more awesome. The next one is Now You See Me. I literally only bought this because it was $5, and it's been a few years since I'd seen it or whenever it came out, and I finally watched it. It is a unique film. It's not my favorite film, but I kind of liked it, and I like the cast, and it's so weird, like magicians, you know, like you don't see that very often. So, I mean, like, I don't know, you do, but like you don't, you know, so I don't know. Plus, it comes with the digital. So someday I might want to like download it instead of, you know, just watching it on here. I don't know. Who knows? I don't really do that very much. Or I have never actually done that. The next is Wet Hot American Summer. I really like this, I don't know what you call this, universe, because I've also seen the TV show, which was the prequel of this. And it's just a weird fucking movie and series. Like, it's meant to be weird. It's supposed to be like this cheesy, kitschy, cliche, freaking, what is it, 70s, set in the 70s or 80s, you know, weird movie. But this film has this, you know, amazing star-studded cast, and like you never think all these people would be in this movie, and like where they've come with their careers after this. It's freaking crazy. It's awesome. I don't know. I just love it. And then they all like came back together for the show. It was awesome. The very last movie in this update is Wreck-It Ralph. This was $10. $10 at Target. Same with The Martian. I bought them at the same time, both $10. I was really surprised that The Martian was actually $10 because I know it just came out. And you can still find that price around other places as well. I was just so surprised because it just came out. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care if it's $10. I'm gonna buy it. And then this one I've wanted for so many years. It was like one of the very first things I added on my Amazon wish list a few years ago. And I haven't seen it since again. Like, I haven't rewatched it. So I'm just so happy. And it's Disney, so I'm like, $10? That's awesome. So I went for it. And I'm just so happy it's in my collection now. Yeah. So no Blu-rays this month. I know a lot of people want me to buy more Blu-rays, but still don't have a Blu-ray player. But yeah, I try to watch some of the movies I have. I don't watch as many movies as I used to. I'm in the middle of actually watching right now a Mockingjay Part 2. I'm just kind of not really paying attention much to it. But yeah, I don't watch as many movies anymore because 2 jobs kind of put me in like 50 plus hours every week on average. Sometimes 40, but most of the time more than that. And because now I'm staying in this house, I've kind of been just doing stuff here and kind of renovating it in a way, kind of keeping it, putting it back to where it needs to be, and like having people over and making it look cool. So it's just, life is just, yeah. I will talk to you guys later.